Okay, here's what I have so far. The only thing I've connected to the new ignition switch connector, I've got 2 ground wires, and that corresponds with what's in the directions. I haven't plugged anything into this clear one just yet. And I just wanted to point out, I actually have a neutral safety switch. It is clearly a manual transmission truck. And I have a neutral safety switch. It's right here. But I think I'm going to bypass it. I don't recommend it. I shouldn't recommend it because it's there for a reason. But I'm going to bypass it. I don't recommend that you do that. But if you want to, that's totally up to you. So I'm going to bypass my neutral safety switch and just not worry about it. So like I said, I got 2 ground wires plugged in there. And what I've been doing with the harness is separating out the ignition wires that I need to plug into. They were bound up with zip ties kind of far down to about here. And so what I did is I'd clip a zip tie, I'd pull out the 4 wires that I need. Actually, it's really only 3. But I would separate these out, re-zip tie it so it didn't get all screwy and just blow up into a rat's nest on me. So I just went up along the bundle here, separated out these wires until I got them real close here to the fuse panel so that I can route them up over the steering column and up here to the ignition switch, which you need to get to from this side. So that's what I've been doing so far. I'm gonna get these kind of routed up and get the length correct. I'm gonna cut them long so that I have some leeway there, but that's why I separated these out, so I could route them up, get the proper length I need, and then crimp the little connectors onto the end, and then plug them into the little plastic connector. So that's where I am, and I'll keep working and I'll shoot some more video. Okay, I've still been working on the ignition wires. I routed them up and behind and up to where the ignition switch is coming out on this side of the steering column. And I got all these cut to length. And right now I'm working on putting together the little connectors for the ignition switch. And as you saw earlier, I had a couple of ground wires on this black connector. And I've been working on putting the rest of the wires in. Now I've taped these 2 together for now. I'll take the tape off before I plug them in. But just to keep them together, because as you can see here in the wiring diagram, there's 3 locations for battery. You got 1, 2, and 3. You also have 2 places for ignition. And so that's kind of what I've done here, is I've plugged in the 2 kind of spare battery ports, the spare ignition that's under here, just using the exact wire, the leftover, the pieces that I cut off to kind of create these jumpers. And I'm going to fold them over and connect them to these 2 main, the main battery wire here and the main ignition wire coming from the fuse panel. So I'll connect them up to there. So I just made these little jumpers, and now I'm actually ready to start connecting these wires up to the switch. So that's where I am right now, and I'll do some more work and then shoot another video.